I think we have this idea in our society of what a history teacher is like, that it's somebody who lectures and who stands in front of the classroom, and what Josh does is so vastly different. He teaches them how to think.
I think that American history has to be a discipline where the students have a voice in constructing and creating their own history. The class you're about to see, I've set up hypothetical situations that are based on real Supreme Court cases. They each have their defined roles, but it's all been on them to interpret what the Constitution means.
The House voted in favor of excluding Bill from taking a seat in the House of Representatives.
The majority rules Congress does have the authority to exclude Josh Bill from the House of Representatives.
Mr. Bill is very excited about what he does, working with students. He has such a great rapport with the students. He allows them to really take charge in the classroom.
I think the most important part about teaching American history is showing them history is not about what you know about it. History is about what you can add to the discussion and how you add to that discussion. It's extremely important because the students at Waukegan High School represent marginalized populations in the United States, oftentimes who have been not completely excluded, but most historians don't look like them. And I want to encourage them that there's no rule that says that.
Waukegan High School is one of the largest high schools in Illinois at 4,300 students roughly. It's one of the oldest as well, 100 years old. A few years back, the climate was not where it needed to be, and now the climate is such that teachers like Mr. Bill can move forward and really teach our kids on that level.
Probably one of his greatest achievements is to get the kids to look at their community, their environment a little bit differently.
We have elements of American success in Waukegan in its industrialized roots, and we have remnants of America's struggles. I kind of said, you know, Waukegan has a lot of stories that people need to hear and that our students would love. Once I established that, they needed the resources, and there's where I reached out to the Waukegan Historical Society. That partnership with the Historical Society has done so much for our students in terms of giving them access to documents that really no one else has seen. So they are thrilled to know that they're having really the first and last word on this topic. They have to know that their voice matters.
A lot of times you get a timestamp of an email from him and it's at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and you know he's upgrading papers and providing feedback to those kids, and sometimes I have to tell him, hey, get some rest, go to bed, and you know, take care of yourself. But he will stop at nothing. It's so that there will be better students, better historians, and better community members.
The kids come back and say to him, like, you changed how I thought. When I got to college, this is what they were looking for. They were looking for someone who could write analytically, someone who thought differently than other people.
It wasn't all facts and places and people. It was about ideas, it was cause and effect. I guess it was the broadest scope of history I had ever been introduced to. It wasn't all just what was in the books, for once.
I have a hard time believing that I am the top anything. And so to me, it's not so much about that. I don't think that it makes me more confident in front of the classroom because I'm never going to be completely comfortable. I think that's in part what makes me a good teacher, is that I'm always questioning myself. But it is a moment for me to step back and to breathe and to feel good about what I'm doing and to feel good about what's going on at Waukegan High School.